When God ruled his people, it was so easy to tell. When obedient to his instructions, things went well. The problem was they didn't always obey. Just like sheep, they preferred their own way. Saul was the first king, a big, tall man. He failed as a king, left God out of his plan. David was a good king when he came along, yet there were some times when he got it wrong. God was pleased with his reign right from the start. He called David a man after God's own heart. His son Solomon was next to the throne. God gave him wisdom like had never been known. He wasn't a man that used sword or spear. He built the temple so God could be near. The people, they came and worshipped God within. They brought sacrifices to cover their sin. There were lots of kings because the country divided. Most were wicked, but some by God were guided. Egyptians stole from the temple. The worship, it ceased. There was no praise, no priest, no sacrifice, no feasts. Athaliah was evil. She wanted power. She killed all her grandsons, a terrible hour. But one boy was rescued. He was kept hidden. 6 years in the temple, going out was forbidden. This boy was called Joash. He became king. At just 7 years old, just imagine the thing. Athaliah, the evil queen, soon met her demise. Joash promised to follow God before everyone's eyes. He smashed down the idols to gods who were fake. He rebuilt the temple and repairs he did make. The people gave money, the stonemasons did strain. In the temple, sacrifices were offered again. When the high priest died, aged 130, the people stopped worshipping. They were sinful and dirty. Joash turned his back on the God of all blessing. He got rid of God's prophet. Oh, how depressing. Nearly 200 years, oh what a long wait. There was a new king, Josiah. He was just 8. He renovated the temple, repaired every nook, and in it they found a most precious book. Josiah read the book. It was a scroll of God's law. He was grieved that they broke it. His clothes he tore. God gave him a promise that as long as Josiah lived, Jerusalem was safe, and his blessing he'd give. Josiah called the people to the temple one day. He read from the book. They said they'd obey. They smashed down the altars to gods who were fiction. Wrong things in the temple. They faced eviction. The people were ordered. They must keep the feast. The Passover was celebrated. Till now it had ceased. It reminded the people that their God he saves. He saved them from Egypt, where they were slaves. There was no king like Josiah, who obeyed the Lord. God was so pleased, on him blessing he poured. The Passover he loved pointed on to a day when God would show love in an immense way. God's love was shown through Jesus, his son. He went to a cross, their salvation he won. Josiah trusted in God, he followed his way. If we trust in Jesus, we'll be in heaven one day.